Yo, what up? Okay, there we go. Finally, this selected the right category and changed stream title. This is a random visual novel game that I found while browsing the Switch eShop. It seems interesting. And then I found out it was also on Steam. I just realized I don't really need a controller input display, and I guess I don't need a live split, but fuck it, I'd pretty much play every single game of live split, even though it's definitely not a speedrun. Let's do a new game. A visual novel game and streaming where I suck at reading words aloud and where I struggle at reading words aloud in a cohesive manner. This should be fun. I am awoken by the sound of my digital alarm, trying to tell me it's time to get up. Ugh. I don't want to wake up yet. With my body struggling to move, I reach out for my dresser where the alarm was. Ugh. Where's the alarm? The annoying beeping alarm forced me to stretch my arm a bit more toward the dresser. But I didn't realize I ran out of bed space before I could reach it. Where's the alarm? Wah! I fell out of bed. Dude, there's this little aching pain in my elbow as I hit against the bed frame when I fell down. But the good news is the rush of adrenaline from falling caused me to jerk awake. With a sigh, I stood up from the floor and tapped the button at the top of my digital clock. The beeping from the alarm clock stopped as I did so. Yeah, I don't think this is the best type of game for me to try to stream when I struggle reading it loud. The alarm clock read 6:30 a.m. The day is an early start for a student like me. I have to cook my own food for breakfast and lunch every morning, and make sure that the house is clean before I leave. Classes start at 9 a.m. for me today. It's still a bit early, but I have to clean the attic before I leave. After all, this is the first time I'll be living alone. But first things first, I have to eat. I'm starving. I sit alone at the four-seater dinner table after I finish cooking my food. A healthy bowl of greens with lettuce, Brussels sprouts, and spinach, seasoned with some salt and pepper. On the side, there's a simple bacon and eggs meal. With my phone in my hand, I start to eat. I'm mindlessly scrolling through my apps on my phone. There aren't any new messages except one from my father. I don't want to read it. I didn't want to read it until now, but I need to face the fact he left. I opened it. He was telling me he was going to work somewhere far away starting today, so he left me a good amount of money to keep me for a year. Final request from him was to clean the attic as soon as possible, as I'm able to. As soon as I'm able to. This is gonna be fun. I'm suddenly hit with a wave of melancholy after realizing that my father won't be eating with me anymore every morning and every night. It feels so lonely without any friends from school or from my childhood. The feeling of loneliness is wrenching my gut. My rabbit ears droop as I eat my food. I hope I find a friend sometime soon. This game should be fun Google translated. Also, I'm doing an earlier stream because I just wanted to spend an extra time to myself, because I think I might be leaving today to go visit my parents and also to kind of sort out my inactive bank account, my old one. and I decided to just do an earlier stream. I hope I find a friend sometime soon. The thoughts quickly pass as I finish eating. I'll take a shower later. I'll do the dishes first, then I'll clean the attic. Oh fuck, did not mean to strike the mic. It's 7:30 in the morning. I should have a bit of extra time to finish cleaning the attic before school starts for today. With a bucket of water, dry towel rag, and a small mop, I'll climb up the attic after opening the attic door. The attic is rather small and dark, so I turn on the light. Ah! There's a small circular window at both ends of the room, which is shaped like a triangle. There are a few boxes stacked below the window, but aside from those, there isn't much to see. And to my surprise, it wasn't dusty at all. I scraped the floor with my fingers to see if there's any dust. There was virtually nothing. Huh, weird. Did Dad clean the attic recently? And if so, why would he tell me to clean today? I didn't think of much before I start mopping. I have to get the boxes out of the way first. I placed my cleaning equipment beside one of the thin wooden pillars. One of the boxes I find some old books from my early years in school, but I also find my old photo album. I grabbed a specific photo from an album. It was a picture of my parents and me. Come to think of it, my dad has been with me my whole life. This is just the first day of me being alone, and I already feel like crying over missing him. Under one of the albums, I see a small black colored bag without any labels outside it. Curious about what it is, I decided to open it. A camera? I have a brown handled camera in my hands again, without any branding. The camera had a hand strap near the shop button, along with a letter guard on its body, presumably to keep it safe from fall damage. As I put the strap around my wrist, I turned the camera on. I doubt this thing even opens. Never mind, I thought the battery was dead. I'll try taking a picture of our old family photo. The photo was taken almost 10 years ago. It was enclosed in a wooden picture frame with my mother and father hugging me from both sides. I never knew my father kept it after that incident. It gave me a weird sense of nostalgia as I continued looking at it. The camera finally focuses as I press the shot button. Worked perfectly fine, and the quality was crystal clear. However, what's that blue thing in the background? Because the camera was focused on the picture, the background where the blue glowing thing was also a bit blurry. That couldn't have been sunlight, and that certainly doesn't look like a camera glitch. When I point my camera at the wall, I suddenly see a small blob-like being walking so slowly. It was a distinctive blue glow, invisible to the eyes of humans, shaped like a floating blob. Are those spirits? I remember my dad telling me about the existence of spirits, which I did not believe at first. Spirits are harmless beings, Bianca. They usually live in the spirit world, but some of them cross the boundary and end up in the human world. If you see one, don't disturb them. They are happy just to be around living people. However, if you see a spirit that glows ominously, avoid them at all costs. They are not from the spirit world, but from the underworld where the demons live. I stare in awe at the spirit in front of me as I recall my father's reminder. I wonder if there are many more spirits out there. I can feel a surge of excitement rushing through me. I have something to look forward to today. With the camera in my hand, I frantically rushed to prepare to go to school, entirely forgetting to clean the attic. With half an hour to spare, I arrive at my school, Monty Hill College. With spring season just around the corner, the aftertaste of winter can still be felt in the cold ambient temperature of my surroundings. I don't feel uncomfortably cold, however, but I still wore a red jacket just in case over my usual school clothing, a plain pastel covered shirt, and a cotton based joggers. This is the start of the second semester. I passed by a circular running fountain with a statue of a cat spewing water at its center. I could see some people sitting by the fountain talking to their friends. I don't have anyone in school to go with, so I'm pretty much open to doing whatever I want. To be fair, seeing all those people with their friends makes me feel icky and jealous inside. I've been trying to make friends, but my social anxiety keeps acting up. Mood. I sigh, but my loneliness disappeared when I remembered the ghost scene camera in my bag. Before I can even reach my bag, someone bumped into me so harshly I almost lost balance. Ugh, I'm sorry. Watch where you're going, stupid freak. I turn around. I see the worst person I could stumble upon. Darius. He used to consistently target me since high school, and after some freak coincidence when he ended up in the same school, my life has been a living hell. I go on long walks just so I wouldn't have to meet him, or sometimes maybe even stay up late at school so I don't have to worry about walking past him. Oh, it's just you, Bianca. Why didn't you tell me you were coming to school today? I was pretty sure she was going to change schools again, right, Darius? You think someone like her can do that for the second time? Is she scared of us? You're right. My heart starts to beat faster than I anticipated. I tried conditioning myself so I won't be scared of him anymore after the winter break, but why am I still backing out? Worried about the reaction, I speak almost whispering. I was... Huh? Did you say something? I'm pretty sure I didn't hear anything. As Darius leaned closer to me, I instinctively face away, close my eyes and freeze. I can hear my breath quivering, afraid of what he's about to do to me. Nothing came at me. Hey, you two, knock it off. We're just talking to each other as friends. Why? If you don't do that, I'll report you to the teachers. Let's go. Huh? Did someone just... I slowly open my eyes and in front of me, I see a black-haired wolf girl. She has a mature look, one that exudes poise and a bit of coldness. Yeah. Her expression was fierce, but somehow carefree, while she was eating a custard-filled bread. I think I've seen her before. The two of us stared at each other for a moment, and that prompted me to forget the fear I felt earlier. I shake my head as I snap out of my frozen state. Thank you. But the wolf girl broke eye contact as she walked away, continuing to eat her bread as she walked into the campus. Was my voice too soft? Didn't she hear me? That was when I realized maybe she wasn't really standing up for me, and those two boys just happened to be on her way. I let out a sigh of relief as she walks out of my sight, entering the campus. As for me, I set out to accomplish what I originally planned to do this morning. Then... damn it! The whole ordeal with Darius and the wolf girl must have taken a good bit of my time. There's nothing I can do about it now. Straightening my posture, I walked towards my first class for today. Surely nothing we were currently having this camera within my possession, right? Well then, I'll be right back and we'll get something to drink. I really need to set up a green screen. Oh, I still need to set it up. Still not quite sure how yet, but I'm sure we'll find a way. Anyways, we're alright. It's 5 p.m. For most students, it meant time for their clubs and organizations at school. For others, it meant most classes have ended for the day and it was up to them to do whatever they want with their free time. As for me, I've already gone home earlier, but I couldn't because I had to run a few errands for my film creative professor. I had to attend a literature club as well, but I didn't really do anything meaningful there. Now that it's out of the way, I have all the time for myself now. Time to do what I've wanted to do since earlier this morning. I walked around the school garden between the campus and the gym building where there's a small shed in between. It reveals a slightly hidden part of the school where there's barely anyone come, especially this hour. I don't think I read that right. I don't care. Well, maybe except for couples who are looking for a quick getaway or for people confessing to their crushes. It's getting quite dark out here, too. I'm virtually alone right now. I brought my camera, and as I turned it on, the screen glows such a bright white light that I had to shield my eyes from it. Then the white light slowly dissipated, with a text notification briefly appearing on the screen saying, Spirit World Anchor recalibrated. The heck does that mean? I have no idea what the meanings of each of those four words hold, but I'm assuming it has something to do with the bright light earlier. I point my camera to the front of the garden shed, and I see a few spirit creatures wandering around aimlessly. One was a translucent blue rabbit with thin reindeer horns behind its long, propped-up ears. Seeing it made my own rabbit ears prop up a bit, out of curiosity as well. A small head turned towards me. I tilt my head in curiosity as the rabbit also tilts its. It flickered a brighter blue color as it blinked. Then it hopped away. It went through a wall inside the garden shed. It noticed me. I tried to follow the rabbit inside the shed, but couldn't do since the door wouldn't open. It's locked. I scanned around my surroundings with my camera almost glued to my face, trying to see if there's still spirits around me. I walked to the front yard where there's still some walking around the campus, and my expression is filled with awe after the grandiose scene in front of me. The school's brimming with spirits. Spirit birds fly across the sky, encircling the school as if they were I never really saw this one much. Migratory? Migrate? Oh man, I only really ever use migrate and migrating. Never really came across that word that much. Anyways, this figure blobs with cute little faces like the one I saw in the attic of my house earlier, are floating aimlessly above the fountain. They're like little lights that only illuminate their surroundings to show off their warm blue glow. But most importantly, they're ghost cats. They aren't even a hybrid of any sort like that small rabbit I saw earlier. They're simply normal looking cats that are translucent blue. In love with the spirit world before me, I take pictures of every spirit creature I can get close to. I'm basically taking pictures of something that doesn't exist to others to look like. I was photographing absolutely nothing. I delivered that in a way that gave that a completely different context and meaning. Whatever. Not that I care about it a lot, though. I'm sure nothing could stain my reputation further since I didn't even care about who I was. I squat down in an attempt to take a close-up shot of the spirit cat cleaning itself. It was lying down on the ground licking its paws and trying to clean its head. Ah, so cute. I feel like my heart's going to melt. Suddenly, the cat abruptly stood up and looked at the entrance of the campus. Is there something wrong, little cat? I faced my spirit-seeing camera at the entrance, and there I saw a blackish-red glow emitting from a spirit. The red glowing humanoid ghost strolled outside the campus, ignoring anything in its path. All the blue spirits that happened to come close to it either flee in panic or disappear into space as if they were trying to hide from it. I impulsively pressed the shot button, and whatever it was, it noticed me. 1 second. 12, it's live. Gotta go lurking. Whatever that means. Come on. Here we go. Oh, I'm gonna get my 50 stream streak today. I'll do that in a little bit. I stopped walking as the two-horned head turned towards me. Damn it. Were the last words I heard before I started to run away in fear. Adrenaline started pouring into me as I started running to the opposite direction towards the gymnasium. Hey, wait up! I took a turn leading ourselves to a vaguely hidden spot illuminated by nothing but a single bulb. Can you stop running? Even if I was running as fast as I could feel the horned ghost catching up to me. I stopped running when she held my shoulder. Why are you still following me? I especially told the we were gonna be fine alone. No way, I'll make sure you won't return ever again. It wasn't making any sense. I couldn't even respond to what it was saying. Scared, I turned around and instantly recognized who it was. It's you, the ghost girl from earlier. Thank goodness, I thought the mirror ghost was coming at me. Bianca? Yes, that's correct. How did you know my name? Well, I heard the guy from earlier call you Bianca. Yes, that's it. Sorry for scaring you like that. I thought you were one of my mother's lackeys. What do you mean? She tends to keep watching over me, basically. I see. Well, thank you earlier. You seem from having an awful morning today. No problem. I just happened to be passing by when I saw you. May I know your name? You can call me Erica. Thank, thank you again, Erica. I held her hand with both of mine, letting the camera hang along the strap on my wrist. Truly, I can't express how glad I am. I'll be more careful next time. Hey there, there's no need to thank me like this. It's fine. Really. Erica pats my head to calm me down, but my hands are still firmly holding hers while uttering a small thank you as I do so. After a short moment, I finally calm down, letting go of her hand as I take a deep breath. Anyway, sorry for disturbing you, Erica. You should get home now. It's getting dark. Don't worry, Bianca. I'm not busy tonight. Erica gazes at the camera still hanging around my wrist. She points at it. Are you a photographer? I know how to photograph properly, but I don't necessarily do it as a hobby. Can I see it? No, of course not. I can't risk other people seeing what this camera can do. God knows if they'll use it for other things besides seeing creatures from the spirit realm. Okay, well, I should go now. See you in school, Bianca. See you. For some reason, seeing Erica walk away from me reminds me of the past. Being left alone under a lone night with darkness all around me, with the closest person to me walking away. The past image of my small hand and my outstretched arm reaching for my mother. I never saw her again after that. I don't want to be alone. The thought kept resonating in my mind. Erica is the first person I've talked to today, except for my teachers. What if we became friends? Wait! Erica stopped walking. She turns her head around to look at me. Yeah? We can talk about my pictures, but you should promise not to tell anyone about it, right? And with a warm smile, she responded, Sure. I gave a larger smile back at her as I ran to her side, turning on my spirit camera as I did so. Okay, here's some pictures I took. As the camera switched on, the first picture on the screen was my family picture, the first one I took when I found it. Erica leaned her head to the camera and taking a close look at the photo. You seem close to your family. It only seems like it. My father is working far away from home, so I've been living alone in my house. It gets pretty lonely sometimes, but I don't really mind it. I lied. I feel lonely every day, to some extent, but I didn't want to look pitiful in front of Erica. And your mother? She points at my mother in the image. She left us when I was a kid. My ears dropped in sadness for a quick moment, trying to keep my emotions to myself. Oh, I'm sorry for asking. No, it's fine. The camera looks normal at first glance, but there's actually more to this. Can you see that blue thing in the background? Yeah, I can. I don't know how, but there's actually a spirit. I excitedly showed her the picture of the blob-like figure in the next photo. It seems pretty unbelievable at first, but I have more photos at school. Is that what I think it is? That's the spirit. My father believes that the spirit realm really exists. I didn't believe him at first, but this camera can apparently see past the outer realm, or whatever our world is called. I can't believe you got your hands on an anchor. Anchor? That's what the camera is called? So that's what the camera is called. How did you know that? I heard stories from my grandmother. She tells me all kinds of stuff about spirits, but that was only in the past before I left home. Hearing Erica tell me about spirits made me beam with more excitement. I want to know more about the spirit world. That's exciting. If we meet tomorrow, tell me more about it, okay? I'm not really sure about that. Oh, that's fine. As it turns out, school is buzzing with these spirits. Look, I even got a picture of this weird looking cat with thin horns. You look pretty weird to me. Really? That was amazing that these spirits do exist in the first place. I wasn't expecting her to give that reaction. Erica believes that the spirits exist just as I do, but why does she seem held back and uninterested? If you want, we can take pictures of other spirits in the park. There's no need to do that. Huh? I mean, we have to go home soon. It's nighttime, and there aren't many people walking around at this time. It's safer if we get home early, right? I guess so. Let me show you some other pictures. I'll switch to the photo of the red spirit. My father told me not to avoid spirits that glow honestly, and this humanoid spirit seems to be what he was referring to. It makes me more curious about them. However, I think he said they're demons from the underworld? I kept speaking out my thoughts while mindlessly inspecting the image of the humanoid spirit in the photo. I zoomed in on the face, and that's when I realized, wait, I barely tell her from demon horns and translucent aura blocking most of her features. The wolf tail, her outfit, gray fur, I can definitely see that it matches her appearance. I stopped walking after that realization. Erica? Turning around, she also stopped walking sometime after I switched it to her photo. Delete it, now. Her voice was too low, but I was able to understand her. You're a demon? If you don't delete it, I'm going to make you regret it. I gulped. Such a threat would work on me. If only it came from Darius. I don't feel scared at all. I don't really mind that you're a I said delete it. Erica rushed towards me as she tried to grab hold of my camera, but I quickly hid inside my bag before she could get to it. She tries to prop my arms open as she tried to grab hold of my bag. I wasn't just going to give it up that easily. Stop it! If you don't listen to me, I'll leak this photo everywhere. After I said that, Erica stopped struggling. She pushed herself away from me as I straightened her clothing from what she was trying to get to when she tried to get my bag. That's devilish of you, blackmailing me. So, what do you want? What do I want? What kind of question was that? I have everything I need. My father left me enough money for me to live alone. I'm not really looking for any material things right now. But I do want something, even if it's just temporary. I won't lose anything if I were to do it, right? In a very low voice, almost inaudible, I answered her. Stay for a week. Huh? I couldn't hear you properly. You need to stay at my house for a week, then I'll delete the photo, I confidently declared. Stay at your house for a week? I expected something harsher. I'm not a bad person, you know. Alright, fine, I'll stay at your house for a week, starting tonight? Yes, starting tonight. I promised her that deal. If she stays at my house for a week, I'll delete the photo and she can go home. We'll do what friends do in sleepovers, eating together, watching shows, playing games. Well, that's what I thought of at first. But I almost forgot she's still mad at me for even having that demon picture of hers. During our walk home, we had to get some food on the way, and I ate at my house. Needless to say, nothing significant happened. We had a small talk, but it was mostly Erica asking me random questions. We were both quiet, and I couldn't muster the courage to say something the whole time. Because I suddenly proposed this deal for Erica to live at my house for a week, she didn't bring any spare clothes with her. I let her borrow some of my clothes, which perfectly fit her. Wearing pastel blue colored pajamas, while Erica was wearing the same pair of pajamas in pastel green colored hue. Right now we're sitting together in the bedroom. My bed is large enough that it can fit 2 to 3 people on it. Erica is laying down on the other side of the bed from me, mindlessly scrolling her phone in this social media app called CotCat. CatCot. Have a break, have a CatCot. As for me, I'm sitting on my bed with my back resting against the rear bed frame. I want to break the ice between us, but how can I do it? Hey Bianca. Yes? You're pretty boring. Instead of wallowing in self-depreciation, I took it as an insult. Yeah, I'm not boring at all. I'm not a boring person at all. Actually, I'm a pretty fun person too, just so you know. I kind of doubt it, but sure, whatever you say. Okay, fine. Out of anger, I propose to play a game. Let's play a game of truth or dare then. Sure, whoever backs out has to sleep on the floor tonight. But the bed is big enough for both of us. It is, but a challenge is more exciting when there are stakes involved. Or are you scared of losing? Erica pushing me to accept her stakes challenge is filling me with energy, but there's another reason why I want to challenge her. My eyes kept glancing at her phone. Even if we're still talking, why is her phone still turned on and in her hand? Is Erica really that easily distracted? Or does she feel forced to hang out with me? She doesn't seem to oppose when I offered her to live with me. But that thought back in my head is possible as I became filled with adrenaline from her proposal of challenge. Let's start then. I'll go first with true or dare, Erica. Dare. I dare you to not use your phone for the rest of the whole night. Sure, that's easy. Erica places the phone screen down on the dresser cabinet beside her after she switches it to silent mode. Maybe I'm just overthinking that she doesn't want to be here. I'm probably thinking too much about it. My turn. Truth or dare? Truth. Is there anyone you like? Huh? That's an unexpected question. From my reading experience, this is what they call a girl talk. One where we talk about love and our hearts get all fluttery, and I don't like anyone at school. I barely have anyone to talk to, even. It's just a random question or anything. It's not like I'm interested in it, okay? Okay. Do you like someone? I thought you were a serious person who had no time for love. Your face always shows that you always have something in your mind. I don't care. I'm a girl too, okay? Of course I like someone, even if they don't like me back. You're a pretty reserved person. I always thought you were that way since you have someone else you like. That's not the case at all. I'm just very good at talking. Plus, why would you be interested in that? Shut up. Truth or dare? I never thought she had this shy side of her. I should tease her more. She looks so cute and dramatic when she's all shy and bashful. Dare. I dare you to put your hands behind your back and hold your hands together. I do as she says, saying, then close your eyes. I close my eyes. I couldn't see anything other than the black pitch. Then don't move for the next 30 seconds. Okay. Just don't get the camera and delete the photo. No cheating. Why would I do that? I'll do something you'll hate even more. What do you mean? Yeah, no! Erica suddenly threw herself over me, tickling over my weak and ticklish spots with her fingers. Stop it, Erica. I can't breathe! I couldn't think properly as I kept erupting with laughter. I never controlled myself, opened my eyes, and tried to catch both of her arms. Why would you do that? Why not? It's not against the rules. Plus, seeing you smile makes me kind of happy. I'm used to getting compliments. Even came from someone I just recently met. I can feel my heart warming up. Thanks, Erica. I covered my mouth as I suddenly yawned, feeling a wave of exhaustion from today's activities. At the same time, I have this feeling of a good sense of relief. You're sleepy already? I asked her as I rubbed the sleepy tears off my eyes. A bit. But it's barely past 9 p.m. I usually sleep a lot. If I don't, I'll end up being late for my first class tomorrow. So you're a heavy sleeper too, huh? Okay, let's sleep now. Alright. I was about to start to get a, fuck, my nose got stuffed up. I was about to start to get a few in my father's bedroom, which I had to use as a temporary storage for my big appliances or items I don't use before Erica stopped me. But earlier, it's fine, you can sleep in bed with me. Sure, I'm the one who owns the bed in the first place, but I'm the one who won the challenge. But you tickle me into submission, that's so devilish of you. You could say it's also characteristic of me. Well, I forgot she's a demon from the spirit realm, wandering in a world in her wolf form. I don't feel any different at all. Why did my dad tell me to avoid demons? Are they a bad omen in the spirit realm? I only get more questions if I keep thinking about it. On top of all this, Erica's still a normal girl. Maybe it's fine, but I let all the spirit stuff go past my reasoning. As I turned off the lights, I lying in bed beside Erica. An airwave of exhaustion runs across my whole body. The cold temperature of the room made my eyes go heavy, and before I knew it, I drifted to sleep. Good night, Bianca. Sweet dreams. I completely forgot about my 50 stream streak. Let me do that right now. Oh, wrong form of 2. Yeah, what's this guy yapping about? Double headphone time. There we go. Do I look like a goon? No, I look like a... I just look like I'm wearing massive headphones. took these off before I kind of like warped them out of shape. These things weren't expensive, and because of the shipping. These came from Whiffen to Province. They only took a day to arrive, and meanwhile shipping was like additional $20. So with the cost of this already, along with shipping and taxes, it came up to like almost $120. These were significantly cheaper. My Offenbachs, my Samsons. Do I feel like continuing? I'm clearly struggling with reading, and there's still a nice bit left of this game. I have played this game before. I thought I'll do narration of it live on stream, but clearly I'm not really all that fit for narration. So I'm not sure. Well, I guess what I'll do is save the game, and I'll just do this off stream. Also, I know my category is Magic Exposure 2. I'm playing the first one. There is no category for the first one. The second one I also played through. The second one is one I played first before I found the first one. The second one has branching paths. The first one is just linear. And the second one only has like 1 or 2 different paths you can go down. Slide to the title screen. Let's add to the gallery. We'll hit exit. Okay, let's see who I could raid. Katse is live. Probably can't raid 12, so I'll just raid Katse instead. Yeah, Anastral is thinking about trying to stream a game about reading while I suck at reading out loud. But I don't have anything else planned, so I just had to go with it. Oh, that is not... I forgot... I forgot the 789. Okay. Alright, see you Wednesday, everyone.